Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ashley, and today I'm going to talk about 7 things that I'm doing to improve my mental health and wellness as a Christian. Now, y'all, this is my second time recording this video. I'm super sad. I went on a walk yesterday with my friend Bethany, and I recorded this video out in Mother Nature. I was taking all types of video, and when I went back and looked at it, y'all, for the past 2 days, this eye has been super pink and puffy, and I just woke up out of nowhere and it was like that. And when I looked at the video that I had recorded for y'all, it looked like I had a black eye. So all of that I recorded yesterday, I'm not going to be able to use it. But what I'm going to do is at the end of this video, I'm going to include some of the scenery videos that I took because we're not going to waste that. It was very beautiful. Now, I want to be clear that these things I'm doing, they're not going to be in any specific order, but let's get into it. So number 1 is going to be that I am back in community. I am no longer purposely self-isolating myself. My friend Bethany, who I had introduced in the video that's not going to be used, she actually has a small group. And first, it really just started off with me being intentional and meeting with her. We were meeting on Tuesdays. We would go to a nature preserve and talk. And she just encouraged me to join a small group and to get back into community and not do life alone. And I'm so thankful for her. I joined her small group, and I'm really pushing myself to get out of my comfort zone. My natural default is to be in the house, avoiding people, and to be in my little shell. But I'm doing it uncomfortable. I'm allowing myself to be seen by other believers and to know and see other believers as well. Number 2 is that I got a gym membership. I know in the video where I just broke down and I was crying, I said that, I was working from home, working out at home. Everything I was doing was at home. So what I decided to do is to get over my fear of the Rona, and I went and got a membership at my local rec center. And I've been going for about 3 weeks now. I started off going 3 times a week. Now I worked my way up to going 4 times a week. And just getting out of the house and to be back in the gym has been so good for my mental health and wellness, not even just for the physical. I hadn't been to a gym in over almost a year. And it has been so good to be back in the gym. Number 3, y'all, I'm gonna say this with my chest out. I quit my job. Whew. Okay, so number 3 is I quit my job. I was really subscribing to, I need to be on this job for a year for my resume. I don't want to look like a job hopper. It doesn't matter how miserable I am. I'm crying every day when I get off. My head is pounding on this job. I feel so low, but I'm gonna thug it out. I'm gonna stick to it because why? I want my resume to look good. And nothing is worth my peace of mind. Nothing is worth my sanity. I am so thankful for God because I remember I was sitting at my desk crying, pleading for God to get me away from that job and to give me another opportunity. And a job I had applied for in August and I didn't hear anything back, they reposted the same job position. And I just said, Lord, I know you are faithful. If I do what I can, you are faithful to do the rest. I applied for that job on a Saturday. They emailed me on a Sunday and said, we're typically not in the office, but we had to reach back out to you. I had a phone interview on Monday, in-person interview on Tuesday, Wednesday got the job. And normally I wouldn't just be so boasting that I quit a job because I try to be super professional, but it was drawing so much from me. I really wanted to finish out the week, but the idea of going back to that job is giving me so much anxiety and pain. I couldn't even give them an hour. The next day, that Thursday when I had to go to work, I reached out to my manager an hour before my shift, and I had to leave. So if you are at a job that is making you miserable, that is affecting your health, I'm encouraging you, if nobody else encourages you, I'm encouraging you to look for something different. We weren't created just to survive, just to make it day by day, trying to make it each day through this horrible job. We were created to thrive and live on purpose, in purpose for God. So no, that is not your portion. I want you to unsubscribe from that. And if you do what you can, God is faithful to do the rest. Number 4 is, since I quit my job and I wasn't working on Sundays, I went straight back to the Lord's house. I went to church. And we shouldn't rely on the church to feed us. We're responsible to feed ourselves. But after the rough season that I had with the toxic church in Atlanta and church hurt and not being in a physical church in almost a year, going back to my old church, it was so overwhelming in a good way. Like, I was able to connect with people, and even it felt like a new church because we have a new lead pastor. One of the campus pastors has stepped up, and I knew that that was where God had for me. So even just stepping out and saying, I'm going to actually go in person to church has made all the difference. To be around like-minded people, to be able to just worship in the Lord's house. Oh my gosh, that feeling. I haven't felt that feeling in months, and it was so incredible. And I can just see the difference in me since I have been going back to church every Sunday. Number 5 is that now that I'm in a small group, now that I'm back in church, I am opening up and sharing with those that are around me, people that I trust, people who love me, and even people that I feel led that I might not know, just yet. And so on that first Sunday I went back to church, I asked a woman to pray with me during the altar call, who was on the prayer team. And I just felt so seen by God. And it was exactly what I needed. A lot of times whenever we're struggling mentally, what we'll do, which is counterproductive, is we begin to shut down and we don't share. What we don't share and allow God to shine his light on, the devil will wreak havoc in darkness. We have to expose our pain, expose our trauma, expose our hurt to the light, to God and to his children, so that way he can work on us and heal us through the people that he's called to speak into our lives and nurture us. Number 6 is that I created a battle playlist. These are songs that I feel just gut punch depression, gut punch those taunting voices, really just silence the enemy. Like, shut up, devil. These songs just quicken the Holy Spirit in me. And when I play these songs, the spirit in me is so stirred up. I feel empowered when I'm weak and I don't have words. These songs just minister to my innermost being. So I created me a war playlist. And when I am so low and I play these songs, chains break off. I encourage myself in the Lord through worship. And I'm encouraging you to do that. I'm going to link the playlist below that I created. And I have a couple of other playlists with some jams, and check them out. We have to get tired. We can't play no games with the devil. Like, we have to start fighting back. We can't lay down and die. God has a purpose for us. He has a plan for us, and we can't go out like that. And the 7th and final thing that I'm doing for my mental health and wellness is I have a therapist again. Now, the last therapist I have, I'm not going to say she was trash. The way she was behaving was trash. She was canceling my appointments. She was just pushing them back, giving me little to no explanation or telling me last minute, double booking. And the communication just wasn't there for me. And I really started to shut down emotionally because I'm like, God, I'm praying. I'm trying to pray. I know I need professional help. I'm reaching out and this is the response I get. Like, I'm done. I am completely done. I removed myself from the service And the Lord really just quickened me in my spirit to get back on there. And I was matched with a counselor who had been trying to reach out to me for 2 weeks. She was consistently reaching out to me. And here I was blocking my own blessing, not responding because I was done with them folks and I needed a break. But I was obedient and I opened up to her. And just after one session, she has blessed me so much and even gave me tools to equip myself to do work that I need to do within myself. And it has made all the difference. So I know there can be a stigma in church that, we need Jesus. We don't need therapists. I need Jesus and I have a therapist. I need Jesus every day and I need to talk to my therapist once a week, if not more. And that is okay. Don't let nobody shame you. You are strong, you are beautiful, and you are doing the work that you need to do so you can become who God created you to be. There's no shame in doing the hard work to grow and to allow God to heal you. So I hope these 7 things bless you and that something really speaks to you and encourages you to do something to help improve your mental health and your wellness as a believer. I love hearing from y'all. So comment below and let me know if anything's really registered with you, if you're going to try any of these things that I'm doing, or let's just chop it up. If you're new to our Becoming family, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click the post notification bell. That way you get notifications every time I upload a video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.